You're watching Delegation School, the series where I teach founders how to scale with clarity, not chaos. Inside this series, you'll also find episodes from Flow for Founders and the CEO Soft Life. Different angles, same mission. Get out of your operations.
Hey there. It is Shalece coming to you from the beautiful beach in Puerto Viejo. I'm going to spin it around so you can see exactly where I am. Let's fix my cap so I can be symmetrical. Now see what I'm seeing here. This is the beach. It is called Chino Beach. It's where the kids come to play, or where I learned to surf. So today's episode is super relevant because I had to delegate some things today. And what we're going to talk about in this Delegation School episode, the last one for this season, is how to delegate when you are away. This is real life. This is something that happened between last night and this morning. Here are the things that I accomplished. I'm hosting a couples retreat in 2026. And at this couples retreat, we want couples that actually fit and can use the information that we're going to give to them. So what I did is based on the framework that I've created from lived experience, from attending couples retreats, from also having a therapist, I created quizzes that give you 9 distinct results to see where you match, what you need the most help with, and begin helping you now. Even if you don't attend the couples retreat, it's important that you build a legacy, that couples stay together, ones that have love. So here's how I was able to accomplish all of those things in less than 12 hours. Last night, I didn't go to karaoke at Johnny's place. No, karaoke last night was actually at the Green Jaguar. I did not go to karaoke at the Green Jaguar, and instead I stayed in and did something that I was passionate about and that just lit me up. And that was formulated the different pieces of the framework that we are going to use to help couples rekindle their connection into mini guides from our quiz. The reason this episode is relevant is because even when you're on vacation, all you need is your handy dandy phone. Flow, my app that I have, the custom GPT as she stands right now, although I just got funding to create an MVP. So she'll be housed on her own web server. This is going to be a quick episode, not only because I want to get out here and enjoy the beach, but because it won't take long for me to explain to you the process of what I did. So last night, I took my framework and with the help of Flow, I created some mini guides. I took the big framework and the big guides that we have for each and every leg. It's like 9 small pieces. I took the 9 pieces that I created from conflict resolution to bonding rituals and building legacies. And I created mini guides. So I took the big stuff and I synthesized it into a 1-page document. These mini guides will help you get started before you even do anything else. They're simple and it takes 10 to 15 minutes. The way that I created them was I took the larger document that I've written, all of the practices and the studies that I know, and I put it into Flow and I said, synthesize this into a 1-page document. We want this part, and this part so that they can practice it. And then also I went to Perplexity, which is another AI tool, and I got the specific article that I used from the Gottman Institute to Harvard Business Review to Psychology Today. The different techniques that we use, like soft starts. I've used start gently, but it's the same thing. And the 6-minute kiss ritual that we use, I used the same thing and I called it something else. I compiled that. Flow compiled all of that, including the link and the evidence that we used from Perplexity in a matter of moments. And then I asked Flo for each of the 9 mini guides to put that into a delegation clarity compass. And both of my VAs, I have a design VA and I have an execution VA, so to speak. They each had their roles, the who, the what, where, when, why, and how was clearly created. I did something unique. I put it in ChatGPT to see if chat could make the delegation clarity compass, and it couldn't. I was super curious to know if Flo really does have the leg up, and it took forever. And chat, I just wanted to see, and chat was unable to repeat the exact process of the who, where, what, when, why, and how, and the ROI, the amount of time that I was able to say. This isn't the first time I've done that, but I wanted to see what it was like on vacation, in my bed, laid back on my pillow, typing on my phone. And I saw the results. The answer is clear. Flo is totally different, and she's going to give you that branded delegation clarity compass so you can get things done while you're on vacation. I digressed. Let's go back. So once I created the mini guides, I used a quiz platform. And in this quiz platform called Interact, for those of you who want to know who are doing the very same thing, I always give my resources. I used the quiz platform and I said, with Interact, create a step-by-step delegation clarity compass on how to now tweak the quiz that we had already created so they could include sending them the mini guides to resolve their weakest piece of the 9 mini modules that we have. And they spat that out. I copied, pasted it into a Google Doc and shared that. By the time both of my VAs started working this morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time, 6 a.m. my time, they already had every direction that they needed for everything that they needed to do. Then I asked Flo for a delegation clarity compass to create the exact automation flow for the person that's taking the quiz to receive their relationship type, and also the bullet, one of the 9 bullet areas in which they need the most help in right now. All 3 of those delegation clarity compasses was put in our group chat before they woke up this morning. It took me a matter of 30 minutes to do that part. The copying and pasting took the longest. I already had my framework, so that's true. The only thing that Flo was doing was synthesizing the information into a mini guide, because you want to get people started quick. Something that takes less than 15 minutes, not give them a novel to read. I do. As I walked along the beach around 6 a.m. this morning, Black Beach, I was able to give them instructions for questions that they may have had as things went on. My subscription for Interact had lapsed, so I had to re-sign up for Interact. Those are the types of interfacing that we needed to do. Aries wanted to know more about how I wanted the look to be, so he sent me a sample and I approved it. That was in the delegation clarity compass, and voila, done. I stopped along this beach and I met a young lady who was shooting, doing something very similar to what I was doing. She was just stopping, pausing, and shooting the sites, the area, probably the boats. She probably got that abandoned ship down there. She shot, I would say, the roots, the shallow roots on these trees. Beautiful. Nonetheless, we know they may not stay long because they are going to get washed up somehow by the water. And I'm looking at, they were probably planted. So I'm going to show you this coconut tree right here. They were probably planted, grew from coconut trees, just like this one. But because it's so close to the water, and as the tide gets higher, it comes in and washes the roots. And you see them fall every once in a while. So that is my delegation school episode. In conclusion, if you have something that needs to be done, spend some time with Flo, eking out a delegation clarity compass. Just press that voice say into Flow whatever you want. I like to use the voice to text as opposed to the actual voice because sometimes it's a little clunky. So in using the voice to text, I'm able to say exactly what I want, go in, edit, and then send it. And she spits out a document that you can just press copy and put into Google. What this allows you to do with your time is whatever the hell you want. And this morning, what I wanted to do was shoot while I walk the beach on my way to yoga. I'm done. All of that is accomplished. This morning, I was able to get it done. The 9 mini guides have been created. The 9 automations have been created. More than that, I grounded with my feet in black sand and now regular sand. I went to yoga for my workout. I walked the beach and ran a little bit for my second workout. And I'm done for the day. I leave here in a matter of 3 hours. And I can't say that anything could have been done better. That is the power of having flow on your side, and you need to get things done and when you need to delegate them properly. I can't stress that enough. I get to live the life that I want to lead because I leverage the tools that I have. Flow being invaluable. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't yet subscribed, do it. What are you waiting on? This is your sign. Do it.
If this helped, there's more where that came from. Subscribe to Delegation School because you weren't meant to run your business on exhaustion and vibes. And if you're ready to stop doing it all yourself, Flow and Delegate Like a Pro are linked below.